Hello, everyone, and welcome to A Familiar Quest, a completely normal and typical game about D&D. Nothing is unusual about this. Nothing strange happened, like someone eating Strahd's actual bones. Oh, sorry, spoiler alert. If you were watching episode 2, I assume you watched episode 1. But previously on that, we had a amazing death dog, Meagan, ridden by Gale, a familiar rat that wandered into the mists of Ravenloft themselves. They very quickly found a big gothic, the most gothic castle that has ever existed in the D&D multiverse, the land of Barovia, Castle Ravenloft. And then they met, well, lots of zombies, lots of undead pieces, undead toes, that sort of thing. And they also met Pest, a very friendly, tiny little worm who is a pest, flown by a very precarious moth over to say hello to all of them. At the same moment, the actual grave erupted of not only the Lord of Barovia, aka Whittle, who had killed Strahd von Zarovich. The grave opened up, the coffin appeared in the mud, it opened up, and a squidling crawled out, with the body of Whittle still being unconscious, unable to wake, her consciousness existing within the squidling. You fought a bunch of zombies and ran into the castle. After a little bit of investigation, it seems like Whittle's been up to a few things. One of those is lots and lots of clones. Also, potentially the murder of Pests, former friend and professor. We'll dive into that at some point. I don't know. Nothing's going to happen there. And then you found all the clones of Whittle, and then there was a crack in a single obelisk made purely of amber at the very center of Castle Ravenloft, in the very bowels of this plain. And you all went through the crack and discovered hundreds, if not thousands, of people of all different creatures that exist within Ravenloft, all of them silent, staring out blankly, soulless. And then you saw Death, a shadowy figure with a long scythe, and he pet Pest. And now we start Familiar Quest episode 2. In a place between the Shadowfell and Avernus itself, between all of the planes of existence, you find yourselves in this dark room, and you see no end in any direction. Almost like the ground floor of Ravenloft itself, where those who have no souls are made, kept, in transition to another place. You don't know. And death is with you. What are you doing?
I'm clinging very tightly to Mugen for sure.
I'm clinging very tightly to Pest with my tentacles wrapped around Pest's body.
Carefully avoiding the sharp ridges and
Yes.
spikes.
Oh, yeah,
Pest, your face
well-
is getting a little bulgy.
Yeah. I can't even do it. I can't puff my cheeks and show my teeth at the same time. Just imagine.
Whittle sees this. Oh, sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
You should not be here.
Look, I don't mean to be irreverent, but there's a lot of things that we've been doing that we probably shouldn't be. So, we'll just add it to the list. Where is here, by the way, since we're here but we shouldn't be?
You are in Ravenloft.
Well, yes.
At the very pillars of Ravenloft. I suppose you are not here because you are here because you are not the living. You're not really anything. You are the figments of someone else's imagination.
Well, they've got quite an imagination to dream us up, I must say. We've done quite a bit on our own without them.
I don't think that's really fair to say that we're nothing. When you yourself just said being a figment of an imagination is a harder job than you would think. So I'm just saying, don't knock it until you have tried it. Give us a little more credit.
Quick question. So with my previous form being Whittle, a gnome down here, Lord of all of Barovia, my body is the land and whatnot. Why don't I know about this place? So there was an entrance here below the castle. Why don't I know about this?
No living thing can come here, and you are not allowed. Something is broken. There is an other. Something I cannot see. I didn't see you coming either.
So is it another one like us then?
Something has gone wrong.
Mugen is trying to smell the guy's butt.
You smell death. All up in your nose.
Every
you
word
smell
since Michelle
a
started has
millennia.
gotten worse.
You smell a millennia of death, and it just infiltrates your nose and gets kind of all in the mucus of it. Like you just snorted just nothing but tombstones.
Gil.
Moogie.
It smells like, this person smells like our old home.
Remember what we talked about asking before putting our nose in someone's butt, though? Let's
I
work
back up.
on that. Let's work on that.
I face the death. Hi, I'm Mugen. What's your name? Did you say your name?
Death?
Is that your name? You have a last name?
You know,
I'm
Squiggle,
Mugen.
it's a good thing that we're not really creatures of life and death. I'm not sure that Mugen would have made it this long.
I don't think so.
Your friend is not wrong. I don't have any dominion over any of you for now. But someone is looking for you. It would be beneficial to me if you found them.
Who's looking for us? Who is it? Is it someone we know? Is it someone maybe from our past? We saw a lot of people back there earlier who, you know, some of them might have looked familiar. They might have been Barovia before, and I thought maybe some people who might have passed on might be down there, and that might be who we're going to meet.
Go to the well in Barovia. Something is wrong there.
And there's just one. We couldn't get it confused for another one. It's like definitely if we see a well, that is the well, not a well. I'll take that as a yes. Okay. Are we anything else before we go?
I need life to exist. This thing wants everything to end. So you all have to stop it. So people can keep dying.
Well, I was so on board.
Right until the end there.
Yeah.
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 Okay. Well, it was a pleasure to make your acquaintance. And I think we're probably gonna be going now. Isn't that right?
Perception checks from everybody.
Yeah. Okay.
Yay.
I was also going to ask if there's
Oh my
an
god.
obvious way back, but I guess we'll find out.
Nope. This is where the show is now.
It's 21 for me.
Just
14 for me.
you, me, and my deep voice.
Yeah.
Who got the highest?
What'd you get, Mugen?
6.
Oh,
Yeah.
I did with a 21.
Everything's fine.
17.
Oh wow. You two notice several of these stone squares that these bodies are sitting upon are empty.
Oh.
Sporadically.
Hey, Death. Sorry, it's really actually quite a trip to be talking to you because, we spend so much time around people who are very afraid of you, but you've just admitted you have no power over us. It's kind of a heady sensation. Anyway, I'm going to ask questions because we're both here. Can you, there's a lot of them and they don't seem to be moving, and in my experience, things shaped like that tend to move about and talk a lot.
Not until they want them to. The dark powers. Not everyone in Ravenloft is real. Like you. And some are missing. There is another in the well. You need to find them. Something twisted has come into the world.
Well, it's a lot to take in all at once. You know what I mean? Where did it come from? How
Death
do you
just
know?
reaches down and grabs you with his skeletal hand. If everyone dies, I die. So you will find the other. The cycle continues. And he lets you go.
And I catch pest.
And dissipates into mist.
Oh. Friend's gone.
Objectively, that was terrifying. But like he said, he doesn't have any power over us, so I can't help but not feel very scared.
So someone who said they don't have any power over us wants us to go to a well and find the being that wants to end all things.
I wonder if that being has power over us.
Probably a little bit.
Oh, well then maybe we should do it, eh?
They're looking for us? Or one of them was? Those are two people we're looking for? I got confused. There's two people? One. Not people?
I think it's one. I think it's one in the well.
One in the well.
I think
One
so.
in the well.
There might be
There's
another.
one
I don't
well.
know if the other one's a person, though. I think it might be a thing,
Yeah. Okay. One thing. One well. We'll go to the one well to find the one thing.
Mugen understands. Mugen's gonna sniff the empty vestibules or whatever, the holes. I don't know. To see if I can. Well, I'm trying to see if I can track scent from that to, in case the well's like a maze.
Yeah. Give me an investigation or perception check. Yeah.
Okay.
Gail, you're allowed to as well. I know you got the nose for things.
I would love to assist in that.
It's an 11.
Are you assisting by trying to give advantage or?
Ooh, if I could just give Mugen advantage rather than doing my own.
100%.
Okay, I roll again. That's a 2. So 11.
Oh, you don't really know.
Oh, I'm trying to be helpful. Smells like dirt.
I spent so much time hiding in Mugen's fur that all I can smell is Mugen. My nose is just
There's lots of Mugen fur up there.
Okay, got it. I definitely vote to track whoever was in this hole.
Little, you say you know where the well is?
Yeah, we just have to go back through the amber, and then it's across the drawbridge, perpendicular to the last graveyard that we are near.
Okay. I'll follow
Shall we?
you.
Okay. Hey, quick question, Kale. When Mugen said that Death's butt smelled like home, is there any significance to that, or did home just smell like something
Well-
unpleasant.
Yeah. Home doesn't exactly smell great. Death, decay, rotting, a little bit of sea mist, some open air.
Oh,
But mostly death and decay.
okay. So it's not like where you're from, people just don't take showers. Like it's a pretty
no,
stinky
that
place.
too.
Okay.
That too.
Okay.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
bathing was not a regular occurrence. But I don't think that's what Moogie was saying. Were you, Moogie?
Hi. Oh, just that we used to hang out in a graveyard because there's lots of bones. That's all.
I got lots of bones back in the castle. If we find this well and we find the thing that's in it and we don't die, there's lots of bones in there for you. So follow
Okay,
me.
let's go.
And
Let's go.
yeah, Squiddle just starts making their way to the well. Because that's a thing that I want to do.
Gail, I need a perception check as you're walking back through the crack.
Okay. That's ooh, natural 20.
Okay.
Nice.
I got a good sniffer.
Yeah, you smell other familiars have been here.
Ooh, recently?
Yeah, not quite like rats, but not quite a rat, like an imp, but not quite an imp. Things that were summoned, you can smell them. And you can smell them because as you're moving through this crack, the other creatures have been coming in and out of the space.
We're not the first to go through the crevice. I don't know how long ago it was, but we're not the only familiars here. That's weird. Right?
Do you think we're gonna meet other familiars when we go to the well?
I don't know. Is this normal? Pest Squiddle?
I've never noticed any other familiars, but
I don't think I've seen any others, well, quite frankly, since I came here, and that's been, well over 100 years now.
Maybe because they're all in the well.
ooh,
Can I see if I can track any of the scents? Can I see like any kind of directional smell, or has it been too long?
Oh crap. Give me a survival check.
Jump to the boss level. Jump to the boss level.
Yeah. Episode
tempt 'em.
2.
Straight to Ganondorf.
Ooh. That's a 21.
Good lord. Okay.
I'm good at
yeah,
like 2 things. This is one of them.
you've caught the scent of something. You all start moving out of the crack in this amber.
Mhm.
You move out and you feel the air change. You are now back in reality. Wherever you're past that place between souls, between Avernus and the Shadowfell, and you are relieved to feel air moving again. You don't need oxygen to breathe, but you can breathe it. You can feel it around you. You can sense that there is life again. And you move through, and yeah, you've caught the scent of tiny little feet. And something else, something almost arcane. Maybe something magical. Being drug. You actually see that the dust has been kind of pushed away by something being dragged out. Like a piece of cloth.
Ooh. Gale is going to hop off of Mugen and like get his little nose as close as he can, and is just gonna start scurrying in that direction, and maybe make a couple little chirping noises so the others will hear him as he kind of runs off in that direction.
Okay. You start running off. Is everyone following?
Yes.
Em?
Yep.
You move through all these very like creepy clones, and as you do, you again see all these big cylinders full of whittled clones all over the place. All of them slightly vampiric in nature. So the water is kind of like a mixture of like just regular water and little strains of blood. And every once in a while, one of the whittled clones will press its hand up against the glass, or its teeth will like kind of erupt for a moment, or eyes will follow you as you are walking by. And you get to the farthest end of this warehouse of clones, and you find another crack, and you can smell water. You can almost hear an underground river beneath Castle Ravenloft.
Squiddle. I realize that we're new here, and I'm asking a lot of questions. But underground river, supposed to be there? Not supposed to be there? What's the deal?
No, I don't think that's supposed to be there. It seems pretty unsafe, actually. I think we should probably leave here pretty quickly. I know that my memory is not good since I became this, but I don't think that Whittle would have ever created all these clones in this room with an underground river.
Okay. Why do you think that there would be familiars before us coming through here, though?
That's a really good question too, because I've never seen any other familiars come through here, but I think that they traveled through the amber and through that crack, and possibly they're in that well. I hope they're not in the well, because if they're familiars like us, then they're in that well with that thing that wants to destroy all things, and we need to save them. But I don't know if they're good.
Well, I mean, if they're a familiar like us, no familiar left behind. We must, a person down. We must go get them at the very least. Then we can decide what we want to do about the rest of Death's request.
It's possible that Death sent other familiars to do the same quest, and then they just didn't come back. So maybe it's a hard quest.
That's a different take on it. That's much more concerning.
That is much more concerning.
But if that's the case, that means that this is the path they took to get to, if not the well, something that Death wanted them to do. So that's still concerning in its own way.
Or maybe the well is connected to the underground river, because water has to come from somewhere.
Hey, Mugen, you still got that rope?
Very clever.
Yep.
Oh, maybe we could dangle Gale down there, and Gale, you can tell us what you see. If you're okay with that. If you're not okay with that, that's okay. I'm just throwing out ideas.
I can do it.
Are you sure? Because I don't want to put you on the spot. It's okay if you're
No,
not
I
feeling
can do
comfortable with it.
I can do it.
No, I know you can do it.
Is there an opening?
Don't want to do it.
Is it just a crack?
It's a big enough crack.
It's a big enough crack. Can I make the crack bigger, please? So that we can all fit through it.
Ow.
I'd like to punch the crack with my paws or whatever.
Go, give me a strength check.
Okay.
Yeah, you know how to dig.
That's 18.
You start digging through and you knock loose a brick, and there's a much bigger opening, and a really kind of pungent warped smell hits your nose, Gale, immediately. You smell something familiar, and you hear whispers in the dark.
Can I listen closer and see if I can make out what the whispers are saying?
You can go ahead and give me a perception check.
Oh, okay. That's an 8. So, whew.
Yeah, you didn't quite hear what they're saying, but you do hear whisperings, and it sounds like several people down there. when you do kind of peek your head out, you notice there's almost a little tiny makeshift bridge, like something like an otter would make, or a series of like very intelligent rats. But something has been built across the chasm.
Yeah, this is definitely the right way. Definitely.
Is it very far down?
Do you look down?
Yes.
I need
God damn it.
you, as you look down, you hear a cacophony of voices. Hey, wait. Something's here. Oh, look, they're like us. Hey, you, doggy, you're like us. You have more than one mouth. You have more than a few eyes. Come down here with us. And you see two eyes appear in the shadows.
So I would say that if this is this a hole, or is this a hole? Like, is it vertical, or am I looking down into a hole, or am I looking like vertically into a
You're
hole?
down into the darkness, yeah.
Okay. So I would just say like Mugen's head is sort of just in this hole upside down and like looking around, seeing these guys, and then I kind of pop my head back up and I back up. Gail, there's like some people down there that want me to come hang out. And they said they also have eyes and mouths, and that was the gist of it. So should I go down there, or should I not do that one?
You know, I'm gonna say maybe you go down last, Mugen.
Okay. They whispered a lot. Like they love whispering.
It's
around.
kind of
Why does
strange to
everyone
introduce
whisper?
yourself, and for some reason you feel a need to talk about how you have a mouth.
I don't normally comment on how many eyes I have when I first meet someone, so that's definitely raising red flags to me.
For what
But
it's
if they
worth,
saw
I
me-
do often reference the number of teeth I have. So, like, I can see if there's a large number of them that they're working with. You know, it might just be that.
Was
How
there a
many
large
teeth do you have?
number?
Well, let's see. I've lost only 3 today, so 642.
How many teeth do you lose a day?
Oh, anywhere between 10 and 50. It depends on how tough we are on it, you know.
Do they grow back?
We have many teeth down here.
Oh, well, we should... I am
Stop
screaming we
talking.
should run. Pest is like, more teeth, let's do it!
I push a rock down the hole to see what happens.
Oh, thank you. We always wanted one of these.
Oh. You know, they seem very polite. Perhaps we should just go on down and see what's up.
You don't have to. You can knock down more rocks.
I don't like that.
Oddly, neither do I. Feels like we don't want to do the thing they want us to do, you know.
And as you pushed the rock, it felt soft.
Oh, no.
Rock just kind of squished where rock should be hard. It just kind of squished for you when you pushed it this time. And you
Okay.
notice even the stone that you've got your paws and your tentacles on, or your claws, soft, spongy.
I smell it.
You can come down here. It smells like stone.
I put it in my mouth. It
It's
tastes like
chewy stone.
Oh,
why are the stones all weird?
It's almost like gum in your mouth too. So
rock gum.
They made gum rocks. That's kind of neat. I can't do that.
Be
Maybe
careful.
if you knock more rocks down, we can help you across, like your friends.
Excuse me, why are you down there in the first place?
There were so many of us down here. They just kind of all filtered down here.
Are you stuck?
Yes. Like
Why-
people, like little raindrops just going through the ground and pooling down at the bottom. We're here now, and we want to get out. And you can help us. We're like
What do you-
you.
Wait, what are you gonna do when you get out?
Many mouths. Yes?
What?
Sorry?
We have many mouths.
Mm-hmm.
We're friends.
Now look, you've been very polite. I don't want to disrespect, but when my friend asked what you would do when you got out, your response was to tell us that you had a lot of mouths. I just don't know how to feel about that.
I know, and it's not good.
I feel like maybe it isn't. You know,
I know that you're stuck underground, but like that's the kind of a strange way to introduce yourself to someone. You know, you don't get a lot of socialization, so you say weird things. But like typically, when you introduce yourself, you don't talk about having a mouth. Most things have mouths. What are you gonna do when you come up here? What are you gonna do with your mouth when you come up here?
There it is. I think he just needed the assistance. You know, with the mouth is specificity.
You want to do? When I come up there. And
No, I don't like your tone.
You just hear all of the voices of so many dead people all at once, all of them at the moment they were screaming. And I need everyone to make a DC 10 wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
Feels right.
And you just hear the chattering of so many teeth. And in the darkness, you see the blinking of so many different eyes.
I made it by 1. I got an 11.
I got 12,
Nice.
so not far behind you.
17.
Yay.
Gail. Oh,
Oh,
Gail.
you're so no.
I'm not particularly wisdomous.
The babbling, this incoherent babbling makes sense almost to you. And you're completely incapacitated. You fall to the ground. And you're just staring and you hear the babbling. And you don't feel alone. You feel like maybe you're about to become part of something bigger than yourself. As you hear all the chattering. And you, Eugenio, as Pest, you see this flesh move up the crack in the crevasse, and you see thousands of little teeth all talking at the same time, and all these different eyes, blue eyes, green eyes, black eyes, all stare at you. Some of them cats, some of them wolves, all of them an amalgamation of all these creatures, all of them that have oozed down into the ground and become this thing, a gibbering mouther.
Yeah.
It's well, whatever they are coming. Did we say there exists a bridge over this chasm that we have simply
Yes, there is
chosen
a bridge.
Just checking. Mugen, were you Gale seems to be shell shocked, we call it.
Yep. And I do gentle dog mouth pickup, and I kind of like throw Gale on my back.
Good Mugen.
Oh, they hurt Gale. Okay, they're bad.
Yeah,
Okay, so we have to get through this chasm, and there's a bunch of gibbering mouths coming at us. Can you
flesh
like
is
describe?
coming up around the bridge at this moment.
That's
It's
what I was worried
oozing up the crack at this moment. You do have an opportunity. Give me an initiative roll right now. And whoever gets the highest determines the group gets to go first.
14?
21?
It got a 2.
I got a 3.
Yeah.
You have a variety of options. You can fight the giant Play-Doh mass of teeth and eyes, or you can run through the bridge.
And this is
make an attempt, but there will be an opportunity attack.
Of course. This is not the well. This is a chasm with a mouther, and we need to go on. Yeah.
No. I mean, I'm tempted to make it the well, because calling it the flesh well is like really upsetting. But yeah. No one likes
I
flesh
can name
well.
it that later.
No one likes that.
The worst gamer tag.
You've been eliminated by flesh well.
Flesh well. What does that mean?
I don't know, but it's provocative.
You just quit the
No
game
one
and
Google
stare.
it.
No one
don't
Google
do
flesh
it.
well. Our next code, everybody.
Yeah, right. We should. Would like to flee. Tactical retreat. I mean, we don't flee. We're capable adventurers. Look at
So
Gale.
are we gonna
Yeah.
attempt to cross?
Yeah.
I'm
Thoughts?
going-
Other thoughts?
Okay.
Well, I was thinking I could, cast Thunderwave and give us an extra 10 feet, but I don't know. With this flesh well
Maybe just
rising by the minute.
down at it, and it pushes it back down so we can run.
Well, that's what I'm gonna do then.
Yeah, I love that idea. I think that's great. It's
all right,
almost
I'm
enough
gonna-
to make me not think about the revelation you told to me a few hours ago.
All right. You
We're still gonna talk about that later. I
We
still
sure
feel real
are.
bad about that. So I am gonna use Sculpt Spell to Thunder Wave, and that is a wave of thunderous force. Each creature in a 15-foot cube originating from me must make a con save of 12 or higher.
minus your folks, correct? It succeeded.
All of them?
Was a good. I think it's just.
It's one thing.
I think it's a lot of mouths on one thing, which so
It's
much
a lot of
No, I
mouths
don't
on
like that
one
at all.
thing. So you have initiated combat.
I shouldn't have used con.
If you would just
I'm-
jump on my back, I'm pretty fast. I could just run if you want. Bigger than y'all.
much. It's convenient.
Yeah, Squiddle's gonna hop on Mugen's back if Mugen's okay with it.
Yeah. Nope.
Pest,
No.
one of the mouths reaches
Oh.
out, almost
that-
like a goblin fish. And the fact that like a jaw opens, another set of jaws open, and another set of jaws open, and another set of jaws open, and they reach out and they clamp down on your body.
It does feel like at that point they would be me-sized. So yeah,
I'm assuming a 17 hits you.
it does. It does.
You feel the gibbering mouther bite into your flesh, piercing through your tiny little
Look at all these
spines.
teeth! Ow!
You take 17 points of piercing
Whoa.
damage.
No,
Oh,
And
no,
you
look
at all
need to
of these
make
teeth.
a strength saving throw or be knocked prone
That's gonna
by
go
this
17
bridge.
points. How
very
many hit points do you
poorly.
have?
Not a whole lot after
You're
that.
a worm.
Not a whole. Oh, well,
You're a
I was
worm.
gonna say that would
I-
have killed me.
I rolled a 5 on the die, which means the strength save was a 3.
Yo, we should not be in combat ever.
We should
huh?
No,
Huh?
no, we shouldn't provoke
Run
things.
from every fight, hit on Eleanor, and just run away.
I am going
Yeah,
to roll a
Oh,
1d6,
no.
Eugenio.
bring it on.
If it's odd or even,
Uh-huh.
and you roll a 1d6, and it's also
Oh,
the
okay.
same thing I roll,
Uh-huh.
you've fallen off the bridge.
Yes. Okay, I mean, no, how terrible. Let's do it.
All right.
Mine is odd. It's a 5.
You fall into the bridge.
Yes!
Just barely. You're about to roll over, and you just have so many teeth and spines. You just
Yeah.
kind of like you're velcroed onto the wood of this bridge. You're just like, ba-dink. Like not even on top of the bridge, just the side of the bridge.
Right.
Okay. Who was next in the initiative?
Uh,
Does anyone remember? It's okay to re-roll if you need to.
I was
Clearly,
at 3 from last.
Squiddle went.
I was gonna say,
Gale, you're incapacitated. Eugenio, you
Yeah.
are
Oh.
prone.
yeah.
It's you, Mugen.
You got
Did
this.
did Squiddle already jump on my back,
Yes,
or did we? Okay.
but I can jump off.
No, you just stay there. We're pretty cool.
I'll
I
just hang out as
jump
you fight these
after-
things.
I jump after Pest. I'm just doing a little fetch situation.
Okay.
Because if when Pest landed, did I notice that he was incapacitated, or he's cool? He's like alive. Did you swoon?
I mean,
Give it-
yes, I am conscious still.
Okay.
I do not look good, but I am conscious.
There's
still.
big, giant gibbering mouth or holes all over Pest, and they're kind of oozing, but the wounds are kind of closing up at the same time. But Pest seems like, like if you fell real hard or did a belly flop, like shock,
Okay.
general
Yeah.
shock from
Yeah.
Okay.
about 8 jaws all biting into you at the same time.
All right.
Ooh.
Mugen's gonna go fetch. So I'm gonna use my movement to go down there first and try to, in doing so, to avoid the mouther. What are you calling him? The gibbering mouther?
I like gibberish mouther.
Yeah.
Gibberish mouther. I'd like to petition to use acrobatics since it's like a cool move, though.
I'll sign that.
I
petition.
will
don't know
give
the
you
DM.
an acrobatics check. You do have 2 mouths. Okay, yes, absolutely. I will allow it. Yep.
Double mouths. All right. Ugh. That's not great. That's a 6.
Your
My
mouth
dice are
misses.
mean today.
I will allow an acrobatics check or athletics check from Squiddle as well, since you are on Mugen's back, right? And you are all
Oh,
tentacles.
that's true.
So I'll allow some
Well, Squirtle can fly.
lassoing
kinda.
of other friends.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I got a 4.
I'm even using real die in it. Oh.
It's nice knowing you all. TPK.
I
We'll
love
get
it.
2
This is
sessions.
everything. I love this.
Oh, it's so bad. All
I
right.
believe I can fly.
This makes one of us.
Gail, go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw versus 10 again.
Okay.
Oh, actually, I need you to roll a 1d8 for me, please.
Oh, no.
Instead of the wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
Oh, it wasn't so good.
Oh, that was so sad.
Oh, a 2. I rolled a 2. Is that also good this time?
Oh boy.
Yeah, you're fine. Okay, now give me the wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw was a 22.
Yeah, 22. You're out of it, but you started to think that maybe attacking your friends might be a very good idea.
We
Hmm.
gotta go.
But you knock out of it, and you are now in the fray. All right, I'm gonna roll randomly. Mugen,
Use the power of friendship. Mhm.
you are being attacked by the gibbering mouther,
Okay.
and it spits some kind of horrible saliva, like glowing green glob, directly at you. I need a dexterity saving throw 13. As just this wad of phlegm like shoots out what you think is a giant nostril in this creature.
8.
Oh,
Why are you rolling so low all the time?
Sweet, sweet Mugen.
Oh.
it explodes in a flash of blinding light. Okay, I need dexterity saving throws from everybody. Mugen, you are temporarily blinded until the end of your next turn.
Okay.
Oh no, that's not good.
6.
Ah, my eyes.
18.
Save.
13?
Save.
Well, 6.
Wait. What did you say, Gail?
13?
Oh yeah, you saved just barely.
Okay.
Okay, so Pest and Mugen are both blind.
Oh, good.
What is everyone's actions now?
And Mugen just yells, "Oh, by the way, don't look at the ooze. That was bad. Don't look right at the ooze. Look at something else."
Oh, good to know. Is that what happened to Pest and Gale?
I don't know. I can't see now.
I just
Sorry,
imagine
you
I'm
and
covered.
wait, you're the one who's blind.
Yeah, you're.
Actually, I'm fine again. Thanks for asking, though.
Oh, good.
Yeah, you see Pest there attached to the bridge. Now, like, kind of his eyes are white. Or well, I don't know how many eyes he has, but they're
Oh,
all
yeah.
not like non-functioning. You've known Pest a while. What are you and Gale doing, Squiddle and Gale?
Do you have anything in mind, Squiddle, or can I?
Is Pest still stuck on the side?
Yep.
Holding on for dear life.
Can I levitate down and try to pick up Pest?
You can probably throw away your tentacles from on top of Mugen to grab it.
Oh, am I still on top of Mugen? Because I
Yeah.
thought I got yeeted into outer space.
No, not that I was aware of.
Because I'm gonna throw down my tentacle
Okay.
and try to grab Pest.
Okay, just go ahead and give me. Well, you don't really. I do need like a. Very weird.
What's
So
the?
how are you reacting,
what?
honestly, Mugen? Mugen, how are you doing?
I'm doing that thing where I think if I rub my eyes enough, I will be able to see. So both of my heads are using my paws to kind of go like,
Okay.
and I'm just kind of doing that, I think.
All right. You're go ahead and give me an athletics or acrobatics check
I did an acrobatics and I got a 13.
Okay, you wrap your little tentacle around Pest and pull Pest right off the thing.
All right, come on, buddy.
Gail, what are you doing?
Starts screaming immediately for what it's worth, not knowing that it is Squiddle's tentacle.
Yeah. There's no evidence.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's me.
Ah! Oh, yeah.
It's
oh, my
me.
goodness. Oh, Squiddle. Ah.
Pest is dying, Gail.
Ooh. Okay,
Gently
please
set
guard you
Pest
there.
down.
Yes, thank you.
You are still on the bridge. Gail is temporarily blinded. I mean, not Gail, but Mugen. Gail, what are you doing?
So how far away? I know you said that this is this fleshy mass, which is a very gross combination of words, is adjusting its size, let's say.
Yeah.
How far away am I from being able to like make contact with it?
Oh, it's all around you. It's like an ocean pouring around all of you right now. And ahead of you is there's another crack in the wall that the bridge is leading towards. But yeah, you can make easy contact with this thing.
All right, I'm going to tiny little Gale is going to take from his little he's wearing like a little strap around his back where he keeps his little rapier, and
I would like to rage, please.
Okay, you rage with your bonus action.
yeah, my tiny little squeaky rat is going to do his first rage of the show. And we're gonna try and do an attack. We're gonna try and get some tiny rat barbarian strength behind this one.
Perfect.
And let's just chat, please.
Go ahead and make your attack rolls.
Please, fingers crossed for me.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's not a good face that
It's
I'm
gonna be a
making.
short show.
It's not a great face I'm making. So the first attack is that's a 12. That's a 12. That is a 12.
A 12 hits.
Okay. Hey, this is cool. Great. So also please bear with me, everyone here. This is my first time playing a barbarian. I've never
You got this.
barbarian
done.
before. So I know I get +2 damage with specific kinds of weapons. Correct? Yes? I'm
I
not
believe
making
so.
that up, right? Okay, cool. Just making sure. Let's see then. That is 7 damage then.
Okay, you slice against like the flesh and you dig a hole, and where you like slice it, just more teeth appear.
Also,
But it seems hurt.
I was wrong. I tried to math before D&D Beyond finished it. And you should never do that. That's a lesson not to do that because it was an 8.
Perfect.
Yay.
All right.
And you
That's
just
your
hear,
first attack.
You hear a tiny little out of Gale that like sounds like just a rat squeaking, but if you were to look at him, he's like throwing his head back and his paws are back and he's like in his head, but it's coming out as
Yeah, but as the camera gets closer and closer to Gale,
that's what you hear. That's what Gale hears in his head.
perfect.
And I get one more, right?
Do you have more than one attack per round?
I think I have a bonus. Let me double check. Nope, I already used my bonus because I forgot I raged.
You
So
raged,
no,
yeah.
I'm done. Thank you.
All right, and forgive me for not remembering who was after Gale.
I feel like
I
it's
was
been a while
last
since
in
I've
order.
messed up. So
All right, I'll let you mess up now. So I will correct the issue here in the initiative order. So no, you go next.
I'm gonna thunderclap again because I got nothing else.
It's gonna work.
It's gonna work this time. Probably not.
Please work. Nothing else is working.
Okay.
I'll wait for you, Todd.
What's the DC?
Con 12.
All right. Describe how this happens. Does it like erupt out of your tentacly mouth? Like what kind of? How do you do it?
Ooh, that's a really good question. I think purple shockwaves emanate out of Squiddle's forehead, pulsing towards the ground, and you see little pebbles and rocks move about as they expand like a nuclear purple explosion and hit everything within a 15-foot cube originating from me.
All of that happens, and it's amazing, except for I got 14.
Oh,
And its flesh quivers. Does it take half damage?
Yes. And it doesn't get pushed back.
Go ahead and roll your dice. Let
Okay.
me know how much damage.
That would be an 8.
Okay. All right. Who's up next?
I think it. Well, I have lost all sense of order, but I think I haven't gone in a bit.
Yeah, you are at disadvantage. You are currently blinded.
I'm gonna ask Squiddle because I can't see anything. Squiddle, are we trying to kill it or are we running away?
I think what we're trying to do is buy us some time. So if you have any ideas to do that, I would do that. Otherwise, maybe we should just run.
And Pest, don't forget that your hit points go back up.
Oh
It's your
yes.
turn.
So as I ask you that, a little bit of my flattened body sort of reinflates a little.
Hey, you look good.
Oh, thanks. It's probably take another.
You been working
I don't
out?
know. Let's say 18 seconds before I'm back to my normal self. You know what? This is bad, and we are in rough shape. Squiddle, pest ball special, which just means throw me straight up in the air.
And Whittle slingshots her tentacle out towards Pest and grabs his feet and
sure.
slingshots him into the air as far as he can go.
Well, you've already had your turn, so you can't really slingshot.
I will absolutely wait for this because it will be
okay.
fun.
How do help actions work? Can you do that like in between rounds, or is that on your turn?
You have to do it on your turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll ready an action for when Squiddle is able to pest ball special me.
I can do that on my next turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
If that's okay.
Totally.
Great.
No, I got no spell slots left.
Okay.
Oh boy.
All right, Meagan, what are you doing?
Okay. So I'm blinded, but can I like kind of see, or am I just like completely blinded still?
You
I use.
No one's really leading you right now, so
Okay.
Yeah. You know what? Good luck. You know what the general direction is? It's kind of a creaky bridge, so
Is everyone still on me, or have everyone's sort of everywhere now? Like, do I feel anybody on my back?
I don't think anyone's on your back now.
No, everyone's off. Okay.
Give me a survival check, DC 5.
Okay, thank you.
Not to run off the bridge.
That's a low. That's a 15. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You're able to run. You know where forward is.
I notice my friends are gone, so I'm gonna go. I know Gale smell pretty well, so I'm gonna go towards Gale to try to help. And so I'd like to use my movement to go towards Gale. Maybe use perception or something to see where the bad ding is and bite it.
You can feel it bumping up against you. You can definitely bite it.
Incredible. I do that dog thing where I go,
okay. For a minute, it's almost pest, but you're like, oh, wait, no.
Okay,
Sucks.
that is
AC
18.
9.
It's okay. It hit my two bites both hit.
Okay.
So I'll roll those together.
Go and roll the damage. And there's
5,
something
6,
deeply
7,
upsetting about
8, 9,
sinking your
10,
teeth
11,
into other
12,
teeth.
13, 14, 15. That's 15 total damage. I bite the other teeth off the mouth of with my teeth, and I swallow a couple for fun.
No, why don't you want to join us? You'll never be alone. Why would you silence so many of us? Let's stay down here. Don't be heroes. Just rest with all
I
your
only
friends.
listen to friends. Bye, 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 bye.
All right. It is Gail. Wait. Nope. Nope. Yeah, Gail, give me you are no longer affected by blindness. You weren't affected by blindness. You were fine.
I was.
So it is now your turn.
Okay. So I'm going to, you know what? That attack worked really well last time. Let's just stick with it. Let's do another nice little stabby stab.
Okay. Go for it.
And let me see really quickly if this counts as a bonus action or an action. You know what? I'm gonna use that later. Okay, I'm gonna do a stabby stab. That
Okay.
is a
No,
It's
less
not
than
looking
9.
good.
Oh, that's
Oh, it's
10.
a 10. It's
You
a
hit
10.
it. There's lots of flesh to hit.
Okay. That is. Ooh, okay. I want to make sure I'm mathing right because math. I rolled an 8. My damage is 8 plus 3, and then I get a plus 2 from raging.
Yep.
Correct? Okay, so
Correct.
that should be 13 then.
Okay, you stab into a part of it, which I will not describe. And now it is the gibbering mouther's turn. I need everyone. Oh, okay, yeah. I do need everyone just to make a DC 10 Wisdom saving throw because I've been remiss.
Pass for
I
me.
got a 9.
Oh, whittle,
Oh
squiddle.
no,
I have a whittle squiddle.
16, I'm good.
you're good.
Yeah, for one.
That's an 8.
No.
Oh god.
No.
Test.
Strong. Not
I got a 19. I'm okay.
Okay, everyone who failed. I
Opposite
want you to
day.
roll a 1d8.
Oh no.
I rolled a 1. I don't know if
Believe
that's
it's
good
like a
or
lottery.
bad.
I rolled a 2.
All right, you just do nothing. And you got a 2, you just do nothing. You cannot take any reactions until the start of the end of your next turn.
Okay.
You can take no actions.
Oh.
And now we are on the squiddle. You can't take any actions at this moment. The gibbering mouther is going to do a multi-attack.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That
It's
was
gonna.
gonna help
It really
Pest.
enjoyed your taste. Oh, it got 1. Oh wait, yep. They got 1 trying to bite Pest. It's gonna
Hooray.
try to bite Gale. I know a 3 you probably missed. Both bites miss simultaneously. Pest, we are on you. What are you doing?
Well, I'm gonna take 1 second of my 6 seconds to hang there and wait to be thrown up in the air, and then
Okay.
realize that that's not happening.
Nothing's happening for you.
Well, all right.
Sorry.
That's
Can't move.
not your fault. Nope, I appreciate the thought. All right. Well,
You see the bridge start to spread like chewing gum in the center of under the weight of
Ew.
all of you because it too is soft. Anything around this creature is soft.
ew.
All the material.
Thanks. I hate it. I love it. It's great. All right. So, or starts its turn there. Great. Pest is going to sort of begin to like it sort of looks like he's getting like cocooned, like there's a cocoon forming around him, but it's
Okay.
like powder. It's all like dusty gray powder. And once he's completely encapsulated in it, it sort of explodes outward, and the dust hangs around him like sparkling like these weird green colors. And I am using my Circle of Spores ability to activate my symbiotic spore entities. So I get a bunch of temp HP, which is great news.
Okay.
And nope, that's a heal. And on the Mouther's turn, my spores are going to attack it, but that's on its turn.
Okay. Mugen? How you doing?
I bite.
Before I bite, I quickly. Gail, are we still trying to beat this thing up? Is that the plan?
I think all you're gonna hear is a very, very loud, high-pitched squeak.
And you're no longer blinded, by the way, Mugen.
Yay. Okay. Rolling both my attacks. That is a 17 to hit and a 12 to hit.
Perfect.
Okay,
Both
both.
hit.
Okay, 6 plus 8 is 14 damage. I
Yes.
did it. And
You bite into more teeth and more circular things attached to this thing.
Oh, it's like a
And
gusher.
it screams, "No. If we die, it will be gone. And all of those voices will be gone forever. You don't want to do that, do you? You don't want to hurt us. You want to be our friend." Yeah.
Should I? But you hurt Gail.
We are back to Gale.
Well, like they didn't cross me, I would have been their friend like pretty immediately.
That's the rule with Mugen. It's not that hard. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm doing great with the stabs. Let's just keep it going.
All right.
We're gonna do another
I mean,
attack.
do what you know.
You know, it's working so far. That is a what is that? A 24 to hit.
That hits. Roll your damage.
Look at little Gale, so tiny and still doing so much damage. I'm just proud of him. That's a plus 2, 7.
How does this thing perish?
Okay, what's it looking like before this last attack that I
Oh,
was
it is a complete. You are almost. The bridge is there, but you are in a tunnel of flesh and eyes, all staring around you at the ceiling, on the floor, on the walls. You are just in a tube of this thing that's completely engulfed you.
I think as soon as Mugen says like about they wouldn't have been attacking if the creature hadn't attacked Gale. I think Gale hears that, and that's like what fuels his extra little. He's already raging, but that gives him that extra like little 1%. It puts a little pep in his step, And I think that he does what to him probably feels like a Matrix level really cool jump in slow-mo with his little rapier, and in actuality it's like a tiny little rat just going and he does like a tiny little jump, but to Gale it feels really cool. And I think he just catches one of the eyes at the right angle where it's all over,
It's like the core eye of this thing. It just
Yeah.
pops, and you feel all the flesh just ooze and melt, and all the voices go, "Friends, friends, friends," into the darkness. And you see a few blinking eyes until they stop blinking in the dark. And it dies. And with that, we're going to take a break. All right. We'll be back in about 5 to 7 minutes, everybody. We will be right back. And congratulations to everyone who didn't get TPK today.
Woo, Gail MVP.
He means us.
Who
All
got the
right.
rat?
Yeah.
Damage
Yeah.
dealing, right?
That's it.
All right.
We'll be back.
Okay. Hello, we are back, and just as down this dark chasm, below this bridge, all these eyes from this gibbering mouther go dark, and all of its chattering teeth go silent as it slips down into the crack in the very bowels of Ravenloft itself. You make your way across the bridge to this other large kind of chasm, and you hear the sound of running water, like a stream, ahead of you. The gibbering mouther, the finishing blow done by Gale. What does everyone do?
Squiddle, is this running water going to be a problem for you?
It used to be a big problem. That's why I mandated that there would be absolutely no running water in Barovia. Fortunately, I'm not a Dompier anymore.
Oh, well.
How did you wait? Let's backtrack. You mandated that there was no running water, so there's a major river below Ravenloft. Did you dam up all the rivers in Ravenloft?
Yes. I hired all the beavers in the surrounding area. There's beavers. And I hired all of them to make dams so that there would be no running water through the city.
Is such a go-getter. So the other one never did anything like that.
Unless you were a bar owner. I would give you special privileges for the flowing water. Otherwise...
I'm going to meet you halfway on this. I'm going to say that when you made this deal, you were sure they looked like were-badgers.
Well,
they did do the job.
Okay,
yeah.
Wait, what do you mean? Were they not were-badgers?
Oh, not were.
Who can say?
Beavers.
Oh, beavers. I'm still learning all the different creatures of Barovia.
All the different creatures of Barovia? Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense for a little.
Squirtle, does that mean that you think the culprit is a bartender? Because he said the water the bar.
Oh, I got that.
We solved the mystery. Good job.
I think they should be questioned. But first, the crevice.
Onward, march.
Gale?
Before we leave, I'd like to very quickly on my tiny little rat paws scurry and see if this beast of many eyes left behind any items.
Oh,
I like the loot.
Scale. Yeah, Scale.
Oh, gross. Are you going to crawl down there where it fell?
I mean, I'm small enough, and I got some fast little toesies. How long do you think? Does it look very? Is it a big drop?
You crawl down into the depths. Like as she goes down there, you lose sight of Gale. But Gale makes his way down there quite well. And you see just everything's covered in the oozing flesh that's slowly kind of dissipating. And you see all the bones of its victims down here as well. Lots of skulls. All those skulls are toothless. Very clean eye sockets.
Ew.
From where they were plucked from the gibbering mouther. And you find things that would not be dissolved. You find a suit of chainmail.
Is it human size?
Yeah, what size is it?
Well, the funny thing is a magical item is the size of a Goliath. However, magical items automatically size themselves to whoever gets in them.
I could have a little rat-sized outfit.
Crawl in there. Crawl in there.
Can barbarians wear chainmail though?
That's a good question. This is my first barbarian. No.
I think generally you don't want to wear armor at all to raid.
Yeah.
You do find this gorgeous sword, this great sword, just resplendent, and you crawl along it, and it's like you're crawling along a bridge itself. It's so massive compared to you. Clearly owned by the Goliath. And as you're running across the blade of it, it shrinks. Ever so tiny. covered in runes and weird ornate symbols. And it just becomes the size of a tiny needle.
It's me size. All right, I'm gonna pick it up for sure.
Okay.
Does it react or respond when I pick it up?
Oh yeah, it starts to hum.
I'm immediately Gail's gonna try and match the pitch and hum alongside it.
You're humming with the sword, and you all hear just humming from the darkness. You're not quite sure if the gibbering mouther is alive again. That's
You hear
about all you find lots of gold pieces. You find, fillings. Some of them are gold and silver as well. Strange items that it could not digest.
I'm gonna grab so I'm gonna strap the sword in, which is me size now.
Mm-hmm.
Gale kind of has on his back, he has, I would almost describe it as like a crescent moon shape little holster made of leather, because in the past, when he's found any kind of coin, he can fit like one or two into it, and then he brings them to Mugen, and then Mugen puts them into something that's actually appropriate size to carry it.
Gotcha.
So he can't really carry much, but I think he could fit like one gold piece in there.
Okay.
And then I'd like to look for a bone that would be small enough that like I can carry it. Like it would look large in my mouth, but big enough that I think maybe Mugen might enjoy a little snack, a little treat.
You do find a bone, and curious enough, down there you find a bag, not dissolved. Everything cloth had been dissolved.
Moogie?
Yes, Gail.
Moogie, do you want to drop the rope down? I found something too big for me to carry.
Oh, okay. And I use one of my heads to
The
grab
bag
it.
is about enough for you to carry. It's big, but it's a pain. But it would be easier with a rope.
Yeah, I've had a long day. I'm not about that life. I'm not carrying things that sound heavy.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take a minute and I'm gonna fix it to the rope. And
Okay. All right. You fix it to the rope.
And actually, you know what? I'll hop up on top of it and kind of like
excellent.
sit on the bag and then hold on to the little rope with my tiny little paws.
All right. Yeah.
Gale elevator going up, and I hover and I fall backwards to further up.
And as you are going up the chasm, you are still like met by like eyes, and flesh and teeth are just still oozing down the sides of the walls the whole way.
Gale's like holding on with one paw, and the other paw he's doing this because he just really doesn't want to look at them.
And you get to the bridge.
What'd you find?
Okay, so this for you, Moogie, because you're a very good dog.
And Gale's gonna just drop the bone into Mugen's open mouth.
I eat it.
I couldn't fit more than one gold piece, so pest, squirrel, share, and then I found this bag, but I didn't take the time to look at it. If anyone wants to check it out. Seems kind of weird though. Everything down there looked like it disintegrated, except for this bag. I think it's made of something magic.
I mean, I can check it out. Pest.
If you
Would
like,
it-
just drop me in. I'll see what's in there.
Yeah, I can just pick you up and
Yeah,
dangle
perfect.
you in the bag.
Yeah,
That
perfect.
seems-
Yes, let's absolutely
that's
do that
safe,
to this
right?
totally mundane, not at all scary bag that I'm going to
If
go
anything
into
bad
now.
happens, if
Yeah.
anything bad happens, I could just yank you right back out. No,
Absolutely,
What if it's
that's
full-
totally
what if it's
how
full-
this will work.
But what if it's full of like razors? I don't know.
This is honestly the least of my worries, but
Okay.
Squiddle is gonna.
you wrap your tentacle around Pest and shove Pest in the hole of the bag, and Pest, you see darkness, and it is much bigger on the inside.
Yeah, we found a no, I can't say that. That's trademarked.
And there are two bodies,
oh,
lifeless. soulless inside the bag.
Do you need me to raise you back up? It sounds like you saw something
Please.
not so safe.
Yeah, well,
Think he's
safe
having
enough,
fun.
but fairly upsetting.
Okay, sorry. What did you see?
So first of all, this bag is smaller on the outside.
Oh,
And second of all, there are bodies in there.
are they alive?
Now, you said soulless, so does that mean that they looked like the figures that we saw earlier, or they're just dead?
They look like the figures you saw earlier.
Okay. I saw, well, do you remember all of the creepy, like, husks that we saw earlier?
Yeah.
Well, apparently, we've got two with us. I don't have hands to hold up two fingers. Now we've got two with us, and they're in there, and that's upsetting to be face to face with, if I'm honest.
That sounds like a later problem after I get a long rest and she ties up the bag.
I do not disagree with you, to be honest. Don't go in there, though, probably looking at Gale, who also would fit fairly easily.
You just see like all of the color has drained from Gale's face and his little head is shaking. No.
No, thank you.
Are you sure I can open it back? If you were curious, I can open it back up, but it seems like you're not interested in what's in the bag. So,
I was thinking
Mugen?
maybe we get out of here as quickly as possible.
That seems
Okay.
correct.
Okay, I'm gonna double knot this then and throw it over my back and levitate to our next, wherever we're going.
Okay.
And
You get that, go down. This cavern gets bigger and bigger the further you go down, and there's like a stream in the middle. You don't run into anything too dangerous. There is an absence of cobwebs, and there are a lot of footprints of a lot of different various things. This is a well-traveled route. And you keep going and going, and the sound of the river gets quieter and quieter, but you still have this stream leading, and it feels like you're going on for miles in the darkness. By this time, your regenerative nature pest, you are all healed up. And then you come upon a stone door, a tiny stone door, directly at the end of the cavern.
That does seem rather surprisingly convenient and appropriate.
Well, Pest, Gale, care to take a gander?
Onward, yes. All right.
I'm gonna search just really quickly before we go through. Maybe look for traps, perhaps. If
Okay, go ahead.
What kind of roll should I make?
You and I are going through that, so Pest will assist you in whatever. you end up
Investigation.
Okay, thank you. So if you're assisting, do I roll with advantage?
That is correct.
Okay. That is, I rolled a 15. I have a +0, so 15.
You do find a trap.
Okay, and now?
You see how to avoid it?
Yeah.
It would have caused Dispel Magic to have been cast, which would have eradicated you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh
Hey,
I feel like
my.
let's maybe use this as a lesson and like a reminder to always look for traps, because I'm realizing that our fragile states of being are not guaranteed at any point in this journey. So
No,
maybe
it seems...
let's always check first.
Yeah, it seems that my flippancy about death not having power over us meant that I forgot that we could simply cease to exist. Which
Yeah,
does,
same
on the
here.
whole, seem worse, really,
Yeah.
if I'm honest.
Same on the whole flippancy thing.
yeah.
I was kind of hoping for it, and now I don't want to hope for it. So, it's a good learning opportunity. Thank you, Gail.
We're growing here. Thank you, Gail.
Mugen has no concept of death, that we are not real, that we are magic, all this all right over her head. Okay, so we can go through the hole now? Lower hole?
I think so.
Can
All right,
can Mugen and Squiddle fit through this door hole, or is it?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Well, you are a squiddling. You're like an octopus. You can just yeah. Mugen, just knowing our own Tibetan Spaniel, you can eventually wiggle through anything.
Or I can punch through the sides of the door frame and make a shaped hole. Just like a wily coyote.
Now I want Mugen. I want Mugen art, but like demon dog Mugen art, like from Ghostbusters, just
Like-
two heads. Oh my god! When you go
Like
evil,
the Juggernaut.
well, as that straw blood slowly absorbs into you. Never mind.
I've
What?
had 2 bones in this campaign. I don't know where the last one came from, but I ate it. one shroud bone, one mysterious bone from the gibber hole place.
Bow before you knew Lord of Barovia.
Okay, but what's worse, gibber
I got this
hole
bone
or
from the
flesh
gibber
roll?
hole.
Yeah.
I could have anything. Gail gave it to me, so it was my snack.
Okay.
He was
Plowing
team that
ahead.
bone. I don't know.
breathe. More green tea. The door. Who pushes the door open? The safe way, not the dispel magic-y way.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll get it started.
And
I-
this is
I'm
nightmarish
ready
because
now.
like if you pushed, that casts dispel magic. If you
Oh, no.
pull on the door, it does not.
Oh, Pest would have absolutely been willing to go through that door with his powers of reinflation, but pulling is a very difficult thing.
Perfect.
I'm working on opening that door.
All right,
with my tiny
it just
paws.
makes us.
You hear me can go.
Is the door okay? It seems like it's in distress.
Yeah.
Just very squeaky hinges. And you.
Squiddle is gonna take her goopy tentacle and WD-40 the hinges.
That's disgusting.
That's amazing.
The door opens now easier and
Quieter.
But way unhappier.
And there you see this very bulbous, matter of fact face. What's going on? All right. Well, we had some new visitors. Welcome. You're a bit late, I believe. What do you have for me?
Why this gold coin?
That's not exactly what I'm looking for. I have to tell you. You know better. I don't care about gold. But I will hold on to this. And you see this very, very big toad sitting on its haunches, its belly just kind of overlapping the rock that it's resting on. I mean, I want the bodies. You know I want the bodies.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Oh,
Yes.
what? Okay.
Deception checks all around.
Bodies.
Right.
Where's testing you?
I rolled a 1.
Yes, you did.
Well, you didn't talk yet.
I didn't do shit.
Pest and Squiddle just win with the lie.
We did.
I didn't lie. I just didn't realize you wanted the bodies.
Oh, I lied.
Oh,
But
yeah,
I got a 16.
I rolled an 11.
I also got a 16.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
nice. Okay. Well, is that in the bag? I'm assuming those
Yes.
are my bodies. Yes.
Well, I don't know if they're your bodies. You know, you sound kind of familiar. Have you ever been like a different being, like a different form?
No,
In
I
a
don't
past
think
life?
so. I don't think I have been a different form. But
Oh.
you are asking a lot of questions about who I am. And
Well, you
I
haven't
want
asked
to
any questions
know-
about who I am, so
Well, why don't you tell me who you are?
no, I don't want to anymore. Here's your bodies.
Yeah, bag of holding.
Yep.
I need to inspect them first, and then you need to deliver them. Go ahead, open up the bag.
Oh.
Excuse me. Hi, my name's Meagan. Can
Yeah.
I?
My
if
name's
I
Tommy.
Oh,
So
hi,
what-
Tom. Tommy, can I smell your butt, please? I have to ask.
I have a lot of issues with this job in general, and then having to, take bodies from one place to another for various reasons. You may smell my butt.
Yay. And I scurry around the back of the frog, smelling butts.
You just see Gale give a tiny little 2 thumbs up to Mugen for asking.
Oh.
They are not paying me enough for this, I have to say. All right, children, if we're done with sniffing my butt,
Okay.
I know you all have the predilections of the forms that you chose to take. So I understand. I eat flies from time to time, even though they give me no nutritional value whatsoever because I have no matter, just like all of us deep down as well. But I appreciate the bodies, and the bodies look good. We will make great use of them.
What are you gonna do with them?
What do you mean, what are we going to do with them?
What are we gonna do? What are you gonna do with them?
What do you mean, what am I going to do with them?
What are you going to
Okay.
use the bodies for?
You're going to take them up the deeper well, and you're going to take them to the mill house, like you're supposed to.
For what?
Oh, the mill house. The
Yeah.
place where you
Yeah.
can maybe leave this place. But I don't think anyone ever has successfully left this place.
You know,
Yeah.
we do a lot of odd jobs to make ends meet, and so some days just all blur together. Mill house, the other house, it's just really easy to get confused. That's why we had so many questions, but now we remember. Okay, bye.
Tell me something. When the Great Other created you,
Yeah.
why did he make you so like them?
That's a great question. I feel like that's more of like a question for him than for me, though, because that wasn't really my.
Because you're very good. The butt sniffing and the nervousness that you apparently are showing, it's almost as if you think you're familiars.
Squidle. Yeah, I'm freaking out. Squidle!
That was a funny joke. Have you always been that funny?
Give me a deception check there, Gail.
Okay, I have a +3. Let's see how this works for me.
Ooh,
Can
that's good
do
though.
it.
I mean, that's good for a barbarian.
Yeah, why
Yeah,
are
it really
you
is.
deception?
I'm totally not this ripped.
I was gonna say, you have to remember, Gale
Wow.
is a rat barbarian
Yes,
who's had to
Gale.
get by convincing people he's stronger than he is. That's
What
an
did you get?
18. That's an 18.
Oh my god. So what is your lie again?
My lie was I said that we do so many different jobs and everything that we details are easy to lose, and I was saying how he is so funny. That was the big one, I think, was, oh my god, you're so funny. What a funny joke you just made. We're on your team. We're totally the same.
Oh, well, thank you. I've been told that I am very funny indeed. In fact, it has been spoken of by many a person. I appreciate that you appreciate me. So get those bodies to the mill house, and then we're well on our way for stage 2.
Stage 2 can hardly wait.
And stage 1 was completed just a week ago.
I mean, I still feel like I'm celebrating stage 1 being completed. Okay, all right. Well,
Yes, the other will be greatly pleased with all of us. For the other made all of us.
Little's gonna
Yes.
hit Gale with a message. Hey, I'm in your head. It's okay. I do this sometimes.
But no, like with the fangs.
But not in your head with the things. In your head with the thoughts. I'll give you a second to adjust.
Dale just loudly sneezes in response to this.
All right. Good job. Good job. Should I ask this frog who these bodies are? Do you think we're gonna get killed if I ask that? Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Okay.
you're nodding your head, but okay, I'm not gonna ask him. I'm just gonna hand the bag over. No questions asked.
You're all being very quiet.
Just considering the most efficient way forward to the mill house, where we will be going with the bodies as instructed.
You're a bit earlier than I expected you, by the way, and it's no easy thing getting past the powers of the Shadowfell.
Yeah, you're not kidding.
Much. Yeah, no, we've been working on coordination as a team, and
Gibbers didn't give you any trouble, did he?
I mean, what's trouble, really? With a team like this one, I mean...
Sometimes you can't tell the difference between
The Gibbers were really
and
cheeky.
what
They were
you
fine.
are.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah, that sounds
Yeah,
more like a him problem, though, so...
He hungers for familiars very much, but you not being familiars, he gets confused sometimes.
It seemed like it, That's okay. We all get confused here and there. But good seeing ya. I can't wait to celebrate phase 2 once it's done. For now, I think a hearty goodbye is in order as we move along our way. What do you say, team?
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Okay.
we'll take those bodies up to the mill. And I'll be
Right away.
seeing you.
Once we are mostly out of earshot, Pest, in his squeaky little voice, is gonna go, Gibbers? It had a nickname?
Oh, should we have told Tommy that we killed it?
No.
I'm confused. What happened? What's happened?
Well, for
Um,
what it's worth, I think we're confused too, as we've just been told that our existence is a lie.
A little bit.
Mm-hmm.
That seems wrong.
I'm having a little bit of an identity crisis because I used to be Whittle, Lord of Barovia, and then I thought I was a familiar, and the frog is telling me that I'm not a familiar. But I'm a gnome squidling, I think. Do I look like a gnome squidling?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe he was
that's
talking
good.
Blush, a
about.
little bit of shade on that.
Oh, it's different. It's distinct.
Pest, do you have that mirror that I gave you
Oh,
a long time ago?
yeah,
Hundreds
Where'd
of
you
years.
put it?
Huh,
In your pockets? What's going on?
huh.
There we go.
Oh, it's gross.
No, but
God.
actually, I think what I have to do this is such a goofy use of this, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Yeah, so like I can store things for long periods, but I have to store them within wild shapes. So I turn into like a baboon, which is what I use to hold the mirror that Squiddle gave me way back when. And so the baboon
Okay,
like pulls
so it's
it
like
out
your
and-
your mule form.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. The
Okay,
mule, like the
wow.
packs on the mule, has some supplies for us for long journeys, and because I don't have a backpack.
So for the first time, Whittle takes this mirror from Pest and holds it up to herself to see her reflection. Ha!
Yeah, well, first off, you hadn't seen your reflection in 400 years. Also,
There's that.
First
Oh.
off, I'm sorry for
There's that.
what you're having to lay eyes upon because I didn't know I look like this. I haven't seen myself in 400 years, but the last time I saw myself, I was this very attractive young gnome. I had this flowing gray hair with these goggles, and then I got turned into a vampire, and poof, I couldn't see myself anymore, and now I'm a gnome squidling. Not
So-
very attractive.
So can we?
Oh no, you're
It's okay.
attractive.
It's okay. I have eyes. You know what?
Was that
I
that a
think- I
personal
think
attack?
I'm pretty- I think I'm pretty cute, and I have
The
tentacles now.
The tentacles are really flattering on you, actually.
Oh,
They're
Well-
very.
I mean, in a very practical way, I appreciate the tentacles immensely. So we're doing all right. So, all right, can we sort of strategy session perhaps? So what we learned from death was that something's coming to end everything, and it's not alive, and it's like a familiar, but not a familiar. And then we are also like familiars, but not familiars. And do we think that what was Thomas? Tommy? What was his name? Tommy. Do you think Tommy works for whoever it is that Death is unhappy with? Is that the sense that we're getting? I'm very taken aback. The professor, and then this. It's a lot of information.
I think that Tommy is maybe unrelated to our original quest and works for the guy that Death doesn't like, maybe, and we are in the middle of a big ruse. I think we should go to the well, though, and
Oh, you're in the
see
well.
who's there. Oh,
yeah.
You're at the bottom of the well, so
Oh,
you're
to get to
heading
the
up
mill
the
house.
well. I assume
think
like
we
you're just like pulling the rope, and you're all like in the bucket.
Finishing up.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think we should go to the mill house and see if anyone's waiting there, because maybe they're the one we have to find. I'm not exactly sure why we're still doing this quest, by the way, but I got a bone.
You get to the top of the well, and you see right next to it the river and the mill house. The mill house isn't moving anymore because all the rivers have been dammed by Whittle, a known dampier.
By the werebeavers.
There's jokes to be had. These rivers have been damned. This is a place of darkness, and you see the mill house. All the lights are on, even though it is old and decrepit and huge. What do you do?
I'd like to start sniffing and see if I can smell any kind of scent that might tell me who might be around here right now. Like if there's wild creatures or...
Oh, there's no life anywhere near here.
Cool.
There is an absence of smell.
Gross. Windows to the mill house?
Blacked out with paint.
I was here about, 401 years ago. And I feel like I almost drowned the first time I came into the Shadowfell. It was here at this mill house. I don't know what's going on with this mill house, but there's something dark about it. And Squiddle crawls up to one of the mills and rides it around to see if anything happens.
What?
Said it so casually.
She has a very loose memory of what happened.
All right, everybody else who doesn't do that, let me know what you're doing.
Mugen's gonna start sniffing around the outside of the building to see if I smell any death smells.
You you smell a little bit of death, but not a ton. And you see lots of cracks in the middle. Your greatsword glows, Gale. Blue.
I forgot to mention this earlier, but really quickly, I found this down there. It sized up to match me, and now it's glowing. I've never had a glowing sword before, so I'm not really sure what that means.
Oh, it's probably good luck. Something good's gonna happen to you.
Oh.
I guess it's a warning if it hasn't been glowing before now, but I don't. Not much experience with swords.
Swords that light up when it belongs to you.
Didn't it belong to me earlier when I first picked it up? It didn't glow then.
Can we look
Maybe
around?
you're near something that the sword wants you to be near.
I'm gonna start like I'm gonna raise it up to the right and then raise it up to the left and see if it changes depending on what direction I'm facing.
Oh.
You raise it. You raise it to the mill house, and though creepy and glowing, and you hear lots of voices coming from the mill house. It glows in the direction of the mill in the water. You hear all these voices and the chattering of voices, tiny voices. Not like gibbering mouth or chatter.
I was just gonna yell gibbers.
But you hear like some yells and screams, and you hear someone yell, "Silence!"
Huddle up.
I'm gonna race over to where Pest is.
Okay.
Pest is going to balance on his tail and start emitting this little thin stream of like black shadow that then spreads out. And I'm just gonna cast Pass Without Trace, so that as long as y'all are within 30 feet of me, we are very quiet and stealthy, because voices are scary.
I'm still on the mill, but I'm probably within 30 feet.
Oh no.
Whee!
You are in the mill. You go up the mill and you get submerged. And I'll let you know what happens in a few seconds.
Oh boy.
For those who go into the mill.
Well, we didn't go in.
We're just
outside.
stealthy should we desire to.
Yeah, you're outside the mill house right now.
Yeah.
You see cracks and everything else. Do you look in?
Yeah, yes.
If we
yes.
can, yeah.
Yeah,
Not going
you
inside.
see
Yeah.
hundreds of cages. And you see a reddish imp
Ooh.
with a cane. Everyone be quiet. You're all going to get yours one at a time, one at a time. And he goes over to a set of 4 boxes and starts chanting, "Asias, Dunganya, Wani," and dispels magic. Several of the cages and these familiars disappear. All right. Who's next? You've all been replaced. I love this job. All right, next. Let's see, we got 8 more cages over here. That's enough. And he begins casting Dispel Magic on another cage of familiars.
Did you hear that?
He's bad.
Yes, and they've been replacing familiars with whatever they think we are.
Gotta help.
We do. We have to be very careful, though. If he dispels us, we won't be helping anyone.
Can you dispel magic?
We can
Widow?
dispel him.
Whittle, you are riding on the mill, as you said you were, and your head dunks below the water, and you pop back up, and it's sunny
No.
and warm. There's a gentle breeze on the wind, and the mill is beautiful. It's immaculate. You see an elderly couple working the mill.
Oh.
Something is
Hi.
not quite right about them. As you see, their eyes are kind of blank, and they're just kind of going through the motions of working the mill, almost like robots, or under the power of some powerful suggestion spell.
Mugen? Yes, Pest? Yes. Gail?
I don't.
None of them are there.
Oh no.
And behind Mugen, behind Gale, and behind Pest, your voice. Well, isn't that interesting, children? Because I thought you seemed a little too much like familiars. We've been trying to round all of you up. Well, apparently a few of you got loose. I guess you should probably know. We've replaced all of you. Everywhere. And you're the last. And that is our adventure. Thank everyone for watching A Familiar Quest Part 2. We'll be back next week for a Familiar Quest Part 3. I like myself a cliffhanger. Congratulations to this wonderful this cast, you're always got me on my tiptoes and terrified and burning my brain to the ground. First off, Michelle, who are you? What you got
Hi.
going on?
Oh my god. What's up? I'm Michelle and Bradley. You can find me on the interwebs at I am Chubby Bunny on TikTok, Instagram, Twitters. And I play here every Monday. You see me playing every Tuesday on Hyper RPG in the zombie campaign we have going called Outbreak Undead. It's very scary. I get very scared every week. And then this Thursday, I'll also be in Hyper RPG playing Hero Quest for a special one shot. It's going to be fantastical. Everything else about me you can find on my Twitter. Whoosh.
Eugenio.
Hi, everybody. I am Eugenio Vargas. You can find me on the internet at DM Jazzy Hands. Where can you find me this week? Tuesday and Thursday afternoon from 2 to 6 Eastern. I hang out with folks and play Mass Effect Andromeda in my channel. Wednesday evenings, I also stream Inscription, so you can come over and hang out at my channel here on Twitch. This Wednesday, we are starting season 9 of my D&D podcast, The Last Refuge. So you can get us wherever podcasts are free and check us out on Twitter at DND Last Refuge. And Sunday is the season 12 premiere of Rivals of Waterdeep, which I'm also playing in this season. Latia Jakis is back in the DM's chair. The Rivals are now 17th level. And we are starting our 12th season on Sunday at 1 Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific, here, twitch.tv/Rivals of Waterdeep. So that's where you can find me this week. All right. And Em?
Hi, I'm Emme Montgomery. You can find me on the internet everywhere at Negaoryx. That is Negaoryx. I'm a full-time Twitch streamer, voice actor, and freelance host. You can catch me this Thursday, probably around like 11:30 a.m. Pacific, hosting my segment on a show called The Weekly for Twitch Gaming, where I give you an inside look at different aspects of the gaming industry every other week. You can also catch me on the Fable Scraps channel every Thursday from, sometime in the afternoon. I think it's 5 p.m. Pacific. I don't know. I don't have a memory. Playing Star Trek Adventures. I play Lieutenant Commander Renari Canis, and it's a lot of fun. And then, you can just follow me on Twitter, and I post when I do other things. Thank you for having me. This was great.
Fantastic. And Meagan.
Hello, everyone. I am Meagan Kenreck, and I played as Squiddle. If you want to learn more about her previous character, Whittle, who was a gnome Dompier, you can catch her on Heroes of the Plains. Her character is also on Idle Champions. She is a champion that you can unlock currently. I will be here every Monday night at 5 p.m. If you want to learn more about me as a person, you can find me on Twitter at Meagan Kenreck.
Fantastic. And I've been your Dungeon Master. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Thank you to this amazing cast. And we will see you next week. Bye.
Bye.